Hi everyone, sorry about that. I had to find out where I was. I hope everyone is well. Hi Maryland H. Today is Wednesday. The week is going by very fast. I hope, everything is fine. I'll do my little spiel first. Please subscribe, and also, if you would like to talk to me between today or tomorrow or anytime, feel free to call me or text me. Otherwise, you can go to my website, psychicmilo.com, and you can make the appointment there, or call me on my YouTube number. My number is below the video. Having said that, there are a couple of things. I was looking at the RFK hearing. Democrats basically did the job. The thing is, what's going on behind the scenes that we don't see, the harassment, the threat, and stuff like that. To be honest with you, there is a small chance RFK won't get the position. Because the only sure way here is if he walks away from it, and he won't do that. Because this guy is Caroline Kennedy, his cousin, sent a letter to the senators. The Republican senators, they are so busy trying to please Trump and stay out of trouble because they have other motives, and also the pressure. What Trump and some wealthy Americans are doing, the Elon Musk crew, that's how I call them, okay, is wrong. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But most Republican senators don't want to find themselves, for whatever reason. We spoke about it yesterday, the threats, everything else that comes along with going against Trump's wishes. They are too terrified. So, and from what I understand, it takes, just like last week for Hexeth, he made it through. Like I said, if they survive the hearing, they're going to make it. Okay? Very few of those people are going to, a couple, and right now I'm not seeing a couple. I mean, enough to do away with him. He's dangerous. Yeah, right. Okay. But the probability is small, less than 20% that he won't make it. So let's see what happens. And the reason why is because, the reason why it's difficult to make a prediction is because, like right now, I can see a few of them say, you know what, we can't vote for this guy. And then Trump have one of his goons call them. You don't know what he said, but it's threats. And then they change their minds. That's the problem. So because what you're feeling when you connect with the person, the energy, okay, they don't want, most Republican senators don't want Kennedy in that position. But my friend, even if he makes it, just like what you see unfolding, I'm switching. Yesterday, what happened? Okay, blocking, basically impounding the money Congress allocated for everything, the budget, and everything went south. It was a fiasco, and it's that guy, Vought, basically, that caused that situation. All these people are inept and dumb. I'm sorry. Okay, let me, when I call these people dumb and stupid, let me tell you why. According to reports, Vought is a very smart guy. If he were a very smart guy, what he did yesterday, no. First of all, he reversed himself immediately. Yes, it's scared a lot of people. That was why they did it. But the potential, the ramification of what happened yesterday is crazy. There are certain things I'm not going to say in here. You guys can make up your mind, and a lot of you are intuitive. You have ideas already and feelings of what can unfold. There are certain things I'm not going to talk about here, okay? But having Kennedy and these people in charge, just like Hegseth, he went after Milley already. He's going to try to demote Milley. They remove Milley's security detail, all those crazy things that we've never heard in this country. They have so many incompetent people in place. This thing will collapse, and the sooner the better. The sooner whoever Trump wants to put in position, I agree. They should put these people out there and talk about them the way. Well, it's reality. It's true. Nobody is lying about them. Trump and his team, that's all they do: lie, lie, lie. The sooner they put them in place, and we get going, the sooner this administration will collapse. I have some hope. I know Elon, Trump, and company are not going to win. This thing is going to collapse on them, okay? And also the friction between them as well. But it's going to be disappointing when we see people like Kennedy get confirmed. Don't let it get to you. I know, me too, I have a big problem with it. Okay? But I let it go. Let it go. These people, a great number of them, the person that's more menacing, he is garbage, is because it's national security. But the rest, if they get through, which I feel most of them will, okay? And to the degree that's the way I am getting it, no. Don't get upset. Just, we're going to continue. But one statement, intuitively I feel, democratic leaders cannot do this job alone. It's going, like I've said before, I did not know how this thing was. I had an idea, I have feelings, but nothing was clear until yesterday. Based on what Trump did, it was a very dangerous moment, but also he has shown to even people who voted for himself what he is capable of, because a lot of them, they didn't believe. I see some of them, their tweets, crying and screaming on TikTok. Now, and like I said yesterday, every single person he hurts, and yesterday I was talking about federal government employees. Today we're going to add those people, 77 million people or 80 million people who receive benefits one way or the other. Medicare, Medicaid, and everything. Every one of those people he hurts. There is 10 to 20 more that are affected, but are also, they may not be affected having to give the person money or anything like that, but they know, and it bothers them because it's their friends. This is very dangerous for Trump, but that's also what's going to bring this administration down. And intuitively, I feel Democrats with the rest of us, it's going to be together. When I say Democrats, I'm talking about democratic leaders. They can't do it by themselves. This administration, I know it's not in the Constitution or how they're going to do it. I have no idea. But every day they stay in power is a danger to this country. And let me tell you, if you think when Trump taking those secret documents was egregious, watch. Because if he can't have it, he'll destroy it. And what they did yesterday, it wasn't a mistake, or we wanted to do this and we, no, it was intentional. Intuitively, I feel the remedy for this, they would either have to remove this administration. I don't know. I'm just saying to you what I feel intuitively. Or neuter them. It's just like the bunch of portraits, they go to work, they shuffle papers, do whatever it is, and then they go home. Because that's how dangerous after yesterday, I realized, well, I always felt it, but after yesterday, it was even scarier to take a chance and do something like that. First of all, they are dumb for doing it. Okay? I know the cruelty is what gets them, you know, they're crazy. That's the point. The cruelty is the point, but they're going to keep doing more of those things. And Trump doesn't care. Stephen Miller is so full of hatred. You know, they all feel the same way. Kill people, hurt people. That guy Vought, the same thing. If you look at his face, I don't know how many of you know who he is. Look at his face. The guy is miserable. He's a control freak. He's very selfish, self-centered, just like Trump. He may even be a little worse than Trump when I look at him. Okay? And Elon Musk is, you know, he has his own thing. He's worse than those guys. I think Elon Musk is more dangerous and he's worse than Trump. Okay? Because when he has his own goals, and he's not going to back down until you take him out. That's why I feel it's going to have to be us, the people, together with democratic leaders, stay on that administration every day. I don't know how it's going to be done. What gives me some hope as far as staying on the Trump administration, keep watching them. And whenever they do something or put something out, you write on it. You don't give them time to breathe. There is an organization they call Indivisible. They were, the last time I believe, the last Trump administration, I think that's when they sprung up. But I have not heard from them in a while. But last night I heard they're very well organized. They have a lot of bright young people on board, and they were making phone calls to senators, and Democratic senators are open to their ideas and how to go about neutralizing this administration. But my friends, the amount of money and what they are doing behind the scenes is crazy. I don't know how many of you watched Mado last night. That guy Curtis Yarvin. Let me see. I think I said it right. It's Yarvin. That she was talking about. You know, I'm looking for the name. Yeah, Yavin. Curtis Yavin. A couple of years ago, I mentioned this, but it's worth mentioning again. I was explaining to you guys, because I didn't use dictatorship at the time. I said the wealthy are looking for ways to turn us into their slaves, their serfs, you know, they are in charge. But I did not know at the time that that Americans would put somebody in the White House to put together with those guys and change our form of government. And last night when I was listening to Mado, I'm like, oh my God. That's why, and I have to look for that video I hope some of you remember when I said it. And the reason why also a little earlier I said the Trump administration has to be neutered or removed because the danger is so great. And what I feel intuitively they have in store for us. Guys, those I know, guys, you believe, those of you who listen to me, who are part of my, who my subscribers and stuff, you believe me, you believe when I tell you or share with you some of the experiences I've had in Haiti. When I saw Yarvin, because that's who Vance follows, he has supposedly he's a philosopher. This guy looks so miserable to me. He had a miserable childhood. The way I am getting him, okay, someone who didn't feel like, the girls loved him, and I wonder about his mom, and he became angry, and he started forming his own ideas on how he wants the world to be. And then it's not in a nice way, like, my mom or the girls didn't like me when I liked them. They rejected me. So he's going to create his own path. But in the meantime, he hates people. How sick somebody has to be. He has money, because if Vance, that German guy who says democracy is over, and all those rich people, Elon, they are his followers. He's like an evangelist. He preached that dictatorship stuff. I heard him last night on a video I've never seen that video before. I didn't, even his name, I heard of it, but I had it wrong. I thought it was Erwin. It's Yavin. Until last night, I didn't, that video caught my attention so bad, I had to go look for his name so I can write it down correctly. He said we should only have one person in charge. This guy has no idea how lucky we are in this country. He wants one person, the president, to make decision for everybody. I don't know why. And also he has his own ideas about race, whatever as well. But at my age, I can't waste it listening to people like that, because I don't think he's going to get anywhere. But I feel he's a miserable human being who wants to oppress people. And it's not because he doesn't understand anything about dictatorship. He's never lived it. And there is that other woman, Shannon. I think, what? Don't be surprised. I keep looking at, when somebody pisses me off, what I do is I don't, well, maybe I'm a little nuts. What I do is I go look for bad things that can happen to them. And I don't know why. I think that woman either has an oral issue. I hope it's not cancer. Her name is Shanahan. She was running for vice president as vice president for Robert Kennedy. Okay, she posted a video threatening senators. She has some money, I heard. Okay. Threatening senators if they don't vote for Kennedy. I sent her a text, a tweet this morning, because when I saw her video, I'm like, so I suggested to her, I said, wealthy people like yourself, lucky enough to have money instead of enjoying it, something like that. You are trying to impose dictatorship on the rest of us. I says, I've lived through this. I don't think you're going to like it very much if you were to succeed. Something like that. I had to say something. The other reason why I'm using her as an example is to show you guys, this woman, she's stupid to go out and put out a video like that, threatening those senators, and for the rest of us to see. I think it's the dumbest thing. Okay, I don't know how much money she's worth, but this stuff has the potential to backfire, just like Elon. Elon will never be free for the rest of his life. That's my prediction. Okay? Because some of the stuff he's doing, and I'm not talking about people in this country, it's throughout the world. And Elon is going to suffer some major financial setback. It's going to be it's going to be unbelievable to see how he manages when his money, he's no longer a billionaire. Okay? How that's going to work out for him. How he's going to be able to afford all those securities he has around him. Because what him, Trump, and the rest of his buddies, threatening senators, trying to have their way, those people that Trump has around, that the third right, that military, the militia, not military, the militia Trump has, threatening people, all those things are going to go away. They're not rich. They got to work. They got to earn a living somehow. A lot of them are dying anyway. I don't know how many of you remember, guys. I said a lot of them are going to be rearrested. It's not going to come out. Well, yeah, a lot of them. One of them, I think, he's being haunted right now because he's abusing children or something like that. Yeah, but anyway, these people, to me, they are a major threat to this country. I feel we will win. And I cite that woman Shanahan, that guy Yarvin, miserable in his life, and the way he gets himself, going is by abusing others. Okay. And Vance, guys, I said something the other day. I said, I'm not sure Vance is the one that will replace Trump if something happens to Trump. And after I watched Mado last night, I'm like, okay, that's why. Because Vance, believe it or not, he's more dangerous than Trump. Trump is selling, well, in some ways, because he's selling himself too. Vance, that is. Okay, if you saw what the way they did the presentation in Mado last night, it's unbelievable, but it's very scary, But that's why, for some reason, I don't know how they're going to work this out. If it's Mike Johnson who's going to be president, what the Senate is going to do, but I got to be careful in how I say this. There are a number of potential things to happen here to go wrong based on everything these people are doing. They don't understand and appreciate the way America does business, the way our leaders have conducted themselves in the past. You don't create an environment that's volatile. And basically what they are doing indirectly is promote violence. They're going to appreciate it when something goes wrong. I don't know exactly, I can't tell exactly which one of those things is going to happen. But I would not be surprised if the Senate finds a third person to put in Trump's spot, another Republican. I don't know. That's how bad this thing is going to be if everything goes the way I am seeing it intuitively. They won't succeed. What their behavior, they are fomenting violence. Because when somebody's mother is dying of cancer, just like Luigi, I forget his last name, that young gentleman who killed, I forget the name of the company, but the healthcare company, okay? There are a lot of those people out there, and mostly if it's their wives, their mom, their girlfriends, their kids, and they blame you for it. And they decide to take that anger out. Yeah. They have no idea what they are doing. Let's hope I'm wrong intuitively. Because to me, this is a tinderbox, and they don't have the capacity to calm things down because they are so obsessed with replacing our form of government. Let me tell you one more thing, because the picture of the guy is flashing in front of me. I didn't intend to talk about him, but I don't know him. Unfortunately, I can't give you his name. But he's not the only one. There are a number of them, of national, Christian nationalists who are encouraging the Trump administration to follow Vance's advice, not to adhere to when a judge make a decision, not to follow it, since they don't have guns, to make sure you comply. That's a big problem. And according to what I hear, a memo that was sent out last night, I mean, it's on Twitter. It's not something I have access. I don't, everything I'm saying is from here and what I see and feel. According to that memo, those type of people, in fact, that's where I saw him. I don't remember his name. I didn't write his name down. He's not important, really. Well, he's important, They're encouraging violence. But they are saying, well, yes, Trump and his administration should not listen to the judiciary. They say something you don't like, you just ignore them. That's what Vance and company. And when something goes really wrong, and it will, what happened yesterday is only the beginning, and that's what raises my concern of a number of potential things that can happen, and that violence is at the top of it. Democrats have a monumental job ahead of them, and it's going to take more than Democrats. As I'm saying this, I'm seeing Republicans. Okay, a lot of them are going. They have no choice; they have to go along. And the fight just started. I mean, that's the scariest part. Trump is not even in office 2 weeks, barely a week. Chaos. He wants to fire everybody. I don't know how many of you heard of the email, exactly or very similar to what Elon, of course, he's behind the whole thing. He's the architect. The way Elon sent, it's a copy of the letter Elon sent to his people. Whenever, in fact, at X, that's what he does. It's something similar to that. They send it to the Fed workers. That's how they're going to get rid of them, telling them, you have 8 months' pay, and then we're going to get rid of you. Trump is lying to them, and this is not good. But one thing I'm happy about, that's part of that guy Yarvin said, we need one person in charge, but we're going to have to find a way to to convince Americans that of the fear of dictatorship. Those of you who saw it on Mado, okay? But I am glad on Reddit, from what I've not seen that group, I'm going to go look for it so I can get more information and get intuition of what's going on behind the scenes as well, or to confirm what I am getting. Government workers are saying no. They took an oath. They're not going to quit. Thank God. And I'm glad they're not. But my friends, it's going to be challenging going forward, but I'm glad the indivisible people group is jumping in. It seems like they're already familiar with a lot of those senators, the Democratic senators, to neutralize or do something, remove this administration. This can't happen in this country. What they want, and I forget the name of that guy, Peter Thiel. You know what else they're doing? I mean, a lot of people, because they have a couple of dollars, okay, they think these people are smart and will tend to follow them or listen to what they do, take it as gospel. These people are not honest. A lot of them, if you look at Elon, or what Trump, he's a pathological liar, he's dishonest, he's a con, he's a fraud. That's how he is where he is. But Peter Thiel is convincing young people how they are, I don't want to use the word, but they gotten messed up because of the price of housing, and he's blaming all kinds of stuff. But what he's trying to do is to convince the young generation to blame the system and join him, thinking that, well, liberalism is over, democracy is over, we don't want it, dictatorship will be better for you. Yeah. Cuba, look at the state of Cuba. Haiti, oh boy, I wouldn't even go there. I was born there. I hear what's happening. Russia, don't walk by a window now. Don't go too close to the windows. And in China, if you say the wrong thing, they weld your door shut. You can't go out. I'm being a little dramatic with the Chinese thing, but they did do it. When they told people not to go out during the COVID-19 thing, there are videos circulating. They were welding people's doors shut so that you don't go out and buy food, get medicine for your family. Yeah. That's what these people want in this country. I don't feel they're going to succeed. I think this is worth repeating. I don't think we have enough room in our jail for what's to come. However this administration ends, unless they decide to change and use a different approach, Trump gets some smart people around him to guide him and change course. Every day. I mean, it's exhausting already. But they will lose. And like I said, there won't be enough room in our jail. A lot of people with legal problems. And Hegseth, who thinks he's going to go after Milley, watch that thing blow back in his face. He's a jerk. He should have said to Trump, I'm not going to do this, but I guess he wouldn't be in that position if he did. Okay? Trump thinks he's immune. Watch how that immunity is going to explode in his face too. And the population is going to turn on Trump. They're turning already. And I told you that, guys. That train wreck, they're not going to be able to put it back on the rail. It's only going to get worse from here. That's my prediction. And yes, we're going to be fine. Don't let it give you a heart attack, please. No, raise your blood pressure or anything of that sort. I have difficulties with mine too. Yesterday, I was so tired. I only had a couple of hours of sleep. And I napped a couple of times, but I had a tiring day. So I'm just saying with you, I'm not, every once in a while I fell off the wagon too. I'm like, oh my God, it's so scary. So either just to let you know, you're not alone. Okay? I couldn't sleep when I'm watching all the potential, everything that can go wrong. And I remember what happened in Haiti. And believe me, my friends, Trump is no better than Papa Doc. He may even be worse. Because Papa Doc loved his kids. And if Baby Doc, that's how you know him. I know him as Jean-Claude. He was not my friend, but he used to come to my neighborhood. We had a band. I didn't play in the band. I was too young. But they were a couple of years older than I was. 7, 10 years. But I was a kid in the neighborhood, all of them. So he used to come. He was around my age. Yeah. Okay. And he used to come, and he liked the guys. He thought they were fun. So he took the band. That was his band. So that's how I knew him. He used to drive a Maserati, a blue Maserati. I had a lot more cars, but that's the one he used to love to come to the neighborhood with. The thing is, he would tell his dad, if he didn't like something or don't do this or something like that, Papa Doc would listen. Trump's kids can't do that. That's why I'm giving that as an example. Okay? No. In fact, Trump kids, if he says he's going to kill 2 people, they'll say, no, make it 5. If that text I read, the tweet I read yesterday from Eric Trump, and if you look at how they comport themselves, they're a bunch of lowlives. They're just as bad as Trump. They want to hurt people. Like Eric said, this time around, they're not playing. They'll do worse. But let's see what happens. Because people are turning on them. And they won't win. That's my prediction. I kept, oh my God, I kept looking at the time. Let's see. I'm looking for questions. A couple of things here that I wanted to mention. Let me see. Oh yeah, I mentioned the payout for workers. Okay. Oh my God. I wanted to have a laugh on this one. Did you guys hear? Well, yesterday was the very first, that woman who represents, Trump. Yesterday she had her first news conference. I almost fell off my chair here. She said she was talking about Biden, that they had in the budget $50 million for condoms. I knew it was a lie. The minute it came out, that's how bad these people are. I almost fell off my chair. I'm like, I'm moving to Gaza. There must be something in Gaza. Oh my God, $50 million? That's crazy. But that's how bad these people are. But I wanted to share that. It's like, oh my God. They can't be that dumb. And of course, she didn't have a good review. Everyone knew she was lying, and she just, from what I understand, she's only 27. That's expected. A position like that, I don't know how old Karine Jean-Pierre was, or is, I'm sorry. But she came across more mature, and she knew what she was doing. But at 27, unless you're going to, I'm sure there are some 27-year-olds that can do this job flawlessly. I think I better put it this way, but not that one. Oh my God, that was some mess up stuff. And at first she says, I'm not going to lie to you. And the next sentence is a lie. Oh God. It was amazing. I'm looking for questions. There are a couple of other things that okay. I'm looking to see if there are questions. I guess not. Let me go down. Gracie says federal buyout for employees, will they really get money promised? No. Well, the Democratic senators, that's exactly what they are saying, and Congress would have to pass the budget. And Elon and Trump, well, wait a minute. That guy Yarvin, they want one person. If you want one person in charge, okay, I don't know how many people the federal government has working for them, okay? They would want 90% of those people to be gone. Because if it's only Trump who's making all the decisions, Congress is in an advisory role, Trump controls the pot, and Elon. I don't know how many of you heard, the government is being sued right now. I don't know exactly who they're suing. OPM, Office of Personal Management, okay, because they are funneling government workers' information to Elon and his companies. So they're getting sued right now. But I don't see the money they're going to, well, Trump is lying to the people. Basically, that's what's going on. We know that's what they are very good at it. And Democratic senators are doing the right thing. They are saying the right thing. Do you ever remember that Trump keeping his promise to people who work for him or he did business with? That's how that's the right way to put it. Trump is not going to change now at 78 or 79, however old he is. It's going to get worse. So, because he's used, I mean, look at, Trump has been, look at how he got back to where he is at. I mean, the people who voted for him are more gullible. They're worse. Okay? You know the guy is a liar. Well, there's racism, misogyny, and all that kind of stuff involved here, all together here. Thank you very much, man, and this 79. Okay? But Petra Moreira says, Jean-Pierre is quite old. I don't know. But you look good, so. Sorry. I had to say something funny. I think that was funny. You kidding? Jean-Pierre is 50? Well, she carries herself pretty well, you know, and she is, okay. She did a pretty good job. That those people from Fox News try to throw her off her, thing, she maintained. But this 27-year-old, oh my God. No. But to go back to what I was saying, there is a lot going on behind the scenes that's going to trip all these people because they are very confident they are going to be able to do away with our democracy. And it's not going to, oh my God. You know, the other thing that's scaring me, like I said earlier, they are promoting, they are convincing people in the administration not to listen to the judges when the judges talk. And when Americans, with all those weapons that we have, okay, the government is going to plow us down like they did in Haiti. People had machetes. They didn't, the people from the military didn't have to get close to them. You know, you can't, your machete is worthless, if you are 10, 20 feet. But here, the terrain is even. Gun for guns. It's crazy what these people are trying to do. There's a guy, I sent him a text this morning. I said to him, a tweet, I said, you better rethink that disobeying judges and the courts, because if people are not being heard, the next thing they're going to do, they're going to get their guns. And it's going to be worse. I says, pick your poison. It's crazy. So this is, to me, intuitively, it's very dangerous. But we will win. Rachel Maddow was correct last night. We said no. We're not following that ugly, that guy Yavin, instead of going to get therapy, they want to change our form of government. They have no idea. Good luck with that. Jesus. Anyway, all right. Vote President Kamala Harris, says CNN News. Yeah, Jim Acosta left. I believe, well, you know, they put him at 2 o'clock in the morning, but you know something, the guy has been there for almost 20 years. I'm sure he's made good money. And he doesn't look like somebody to me who doesn't save and invest. He looks like, you know, I like Acosta. He's a pretty smart guy. I love his style. So, yeah, I think he's good. Let's put it that way. He's good financially. No, you know, he can, but he's already had a couple of offers. He has other people. I'm sure behind the scenes he's got tons of offer. So I think CNN lost. You know, people are running away from there. I don't watch him anymore. I'll watch them for 10, 15 minutes and then I switch. All right, friends. If you have any questions, please post them because I'm trying to scan for questions. I'm not seeing any and I don't want to, I've made this long enough. Thank you everyone for coming and for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmedia.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also please don't forget to tap on the notification bell. I will see you all. Unless something major happens later, I'll put out a short video or come on. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, bye.